Mic off. Mic on.
Καλησπέρα. Καλησπέρα σε όλους. Είμαστε το A4G. Είμαι ο FPL Whisperer. Και ξεκινάμε με ένα stream για Age of Empires 2. Έχουμε, όπως είχαμε πει και μεσοβδόμαδα, σε ένα stream my game, stream που είχαμε κάνει για το 2, το The Cataphract Clash, που είναι το πρώτο διεθνές τουρνουά που κάνουμε σαν H4 Greeks σε επίπεδο 1-1. Και έχουμε σήμερα ένα παιχνίδι το οποίο γίνεται live μεταξύ του πεζέτερου και του Έκη, το οποίο και θα δούμε άμεσα. Και αν μπορέσουμε και έχουμε χρόνο, θα δείξουμε και ένα recorded game από σήμερα το πρωί, που είναι από το ίδιο μέρος του bracket. Έτσι κι αλλιώς το τουρνουά είναι στην πρώτη του φάση, τώρα μόλις ξεκίνησε. Οπότε έχουμε αρκετό υλικό να βλέπουμε μέσα στις επόμενες εβδομάδες και τουλάχιστον μέχρι τα Χριστούγεννα. Λοιπόν, πάμε να ρίξουμε μια ματιά στα draft, τα οποία και θα ανοίξω μόλις τα πάρω από το μπεζέτερο. Να δούμε τι έχουμε. Να δούμε τι έχουμε. Λοιπόν, να δούμε πρώτα το map draft. Θα δούμε και τα brackets και τα λοιπά γενικότερα. Έχουμε αρκετό υλικό να δείξουμε για το τουρνουά. Έχουμε πολλά να πούμε επίσης σχετικά με τα maps και την πρώτη προσπάθεια που κάναμε, και ένα μεγάλο ευχαριστώ στο Gmail για το πρώτο custom map ουσιαστικά του τουρνουά, το οποίο το έφτιαξε ο ίδιος ουσιαστικά με μια τροποποίηση ενός υπάρχοντος map. Αλλά για πάμε λίγο στον draft μας τώρα και χωρίς καθυστέρηση και να δούμε τι υπάρχει. Πρώτα απ' όλα έχουμε το map draft, οπότε ξεκινάνε οι παίκτες με 2 ban, ένα για τον καθένα, μετά θα έχουμε ένα pick για τον καθένα και μετά από 3 admin bans, τα οποία είναι από το PC ουσιαστικά θα γίνουν αυτόματα. Αποφασίζεται ποιο θα είναι το map με το οποίο θα ξεκινήσει και το παιχνίδι.
Mic off. Mic on.
Πεζέτερος με Lowland, Εκεί με Cliffbound και το Land Madness θα είναι το αρχικό ουσιαστικά map από το οποίο θα ξεκινήσουμε. Φυσικά είναι best of 3, οπότε κερδίζει ο παίκτης. Στο 2-0 μπορεί να κριθεί το αποτέλεσμα ουσιαστικά. Και πάμε να δούμε λίγο και τα maps, συγγνώμη, τους πολιτισμούς. Ενδιαφέρον θα έχει. όσο ξεκινάνε τα bans για να ρίξουμε άλλη μια ματιά. Lowland, Land Madness, δύο ανοιχτά map για τον πεζέτερο, τον ευνοούν πάρα πολύ. Υπάρχει και μια διαφορά επίπεδου. Σίγουρα ο Εκ είναι νομίζω το χαμηλότερο seed στο τουρνουά. Θα το πρέπει να το ξανατσεκάρω, αλλά νομίζω ότι είναι γύρω στα 1100-1200 ήλο ο συγκεκριμένος παίκτης, ενώ ο πεζέτερος αυτή τη στιγμή είναι γύρω στα 1650 με ένα πικ γύρω στα 1800. Είναι ένας δηλαδή αρκετά υψηλού επίπεδου παίκτης και ο οποίος ξεκινάει με Kitans και Georgians στο Civ Draft του, το οποίο είναι και φυσικά σχετικά αναμενόμενο για τα ανοιχτά map που υπάρχουν, για να δούμε με τι θα συνεχίσει. Mongols Maya, Hans Azdex για τον Έκη. Τι έγινε τώρα, δεν με αφήνει για κάποιο λόγο να ξεκινήσω το rec. Μήπως ξεκινήσω από τα recorded games. Αυτό θα γίνει. Αυτό θα γίνει. Θα πω μια συγγνώμη από όλους, αλλά υπάρχει κάποιο θέμα τώρα εδώ πέρα. Το παιχνίδι δεν με αφήνει να δω live τώρα αν είναι κάποια ρύθμιση του lobby ή αν είναι κάποια ρύθμιση του παιχνιδιού, δεν είμαι σίγουρος. Ας επανέλθουμε στο recorded game. Θα ξεκινήσουμε από αυτό. Και το παιχνίδι με τον Τζίμιλ και τον Λένιν που έγινε το πρωί. Επίσης, αν έχουμε κάποιον στο chat ο οποίος μιλάει αγγλικά, μπορούμε να κάνουμε λίγο σχόλιο και στα αγγλικά, δεδομένου ότι αυτό είναι διεθνές παιχνίδι. Πάμε να ρίξουμε μια ματιά πρώτα απ' όλα τώρα, δεδομένου το ότι θα δούμε αυτό το παιχνίδι και έχουμε λίγο χρόνο στη διάθεσή μας, να δούμε λίγο τα bracket και πώς διαμορφώνονται. Για το τουρνουά φυσικά μιλάμε πάντα. Για να ρίξουμε μια ματιά, τι έχουμε εδώ. Τέλεια. Λοιπόν... Αυτό είναι το bracket. Αυτό είναι το bracket του τουρνουά. Αυτή τη στιγμή παίζεται το πεζέτερο Σέκι. Το νούμερο 6 seed λοιπόν, όπως βλέπουμε, με το νούμερο 11. Ο Sam Noob είναι το 12ο, άρα έκανα λάθος, δεν είναι το χαμηλότερο seed, είναι το πρώτο τελευταίο, ας το πούμε έτσι, από τους 12 παίκτες που έχουν μπει στο τουρνουά. Και σήμερα το πρωί έγινε το Lenin Jimil, δηλαδή το νούμερο 7 με το νούμερο 10. Και είναι αυτό που θα δούμε, με το οποίο θα ξεκινήσουμε τελικά. Θα ξεκινήσουμε από το REC και μετά θα πάμε στο live, το οποίο φαντάζομαι ότι και ελπίζω να έχει τελειώσει μέχρι τότε, γιατί βλέπω ότι υπήρχε μια δυσκολία τεχνική, οπότε δεν υπήρχε λόγος να πιέσουμε την τύχη μας. Ο νικητής του Lenin Jimil θα παίξει με τον Chelbert, τον παίκτη από τη Γερμανία. Ο Lenin είναι Ιταλός. Ο Jimil φυσικά περισσότεροι από εμάς τον ξέρουν. Είχε παίξει και είχε πάει και πολύ καλά μάλιστα πέρσι στο Middle τουρνουά. Οπότε ας ξεκινήσουμε από αυτό. Θα βάλω μία να δούμε τα draft των παικτών. Να ρίξω μια ματιά να τα ανοίξω. Λοιπόν, πολύ ωραία. Πρώτα απ' όλα να δούμε τα maps. Lowland από τον Lenin, Enclosed από τον Jimmy και Dune Springs στο Neutral Map. Πολύ ωραία, ένα ευρυδικό map, ένα ανοιχτό, ας το πούμε, σχετικά ανοιχτό και ένα σχετικά πιο κλειστό και κανένα από τα δύο τελείως ανοιχτό ή τελείως κλειστό. Είναι ένα gold-centered map του Lenin ουσιαστικά, δηλαδή είναι σημαντικό να πάρεις το κέντρο σε αυτό το map και αντίστοιχα το enclosed ένα ημίκλειστο, να το πω έτσι, map το οποίο όμως και πάλι έχει plays στη feudal γιατί τα περισσότερα resources βρίσκονται στην εξωτερική πλευρά του map, όχι εκεί που ξεκινάνε οι δύο παίκτες. Πάμε και γρήγορα να δούμε τα civ πριν ξεκινήσουμε. Bengalis, Bohemians, Wu, Spanish και Magyars για τον Lenin. Romans, Magyars, Malay. Τι έχει γίνει εδώ, γιατί έχουμε τόσα Magyars. Κάτι περίεργο έχει παιχτεί εδώ. Μπορούν να διαλέξουν το ίδιο civ. Εντύπωση μου κάνει. Βλέπω 3 φορές τους Magyars. Και ίσως πρέπει να ρίξουμε μια ματιά στο draft σε επόμενη φάση. Σε κάθε περίπτωση έχουμε ένα στυλ ο καθένας και τι κάνανε, αλλάξανε μεταξύ τους Magyars, πάρα πολύ περίεργο. Yes, speak. Ναι, τέλος πάντων. Πώς είναι τα εικονίδια, για να δοκιμάσω να βάλω τα unique unit. Όχι, δεν έχει να λέει. Τέλος πάντων. Πάμε να δούμε το πρώτο παιχνίδι. Να κατεβάσω τα αρχεία και ξεκινάμε. Καλή ερώτηση, Underclass. Δεν έχω εικόνα του πότε δείχνονται το Mythology και το 3 και το 4. Θα πρέπει να έρθει live, να είναι στο chat κάποιος από τα παιδιά ή τους admins του αντίστοιχου game. Δεν έχω καθόλου εικόνα. Και δεν έχω δει και κάτι στο εσωτερικό μας chat να έχει ποσταριστεί για το πότε έχουν το επόμενο live. Πέρα πασχίζουμε, δεν έχω κάποιες ανησυχίες σχετικά με το game αυτή τη στιγμή. Ελπίζω να μην μας κάνει κάνα περίεργο παιχνίδι το DE εδώ πέρα και να μας αφήσει να παίξουμε και να δούμε τα παιχνίδια των παιδιών. Τίποτα, κανένα πρόβλημα. Λοιπόν, έχουμε το Dune Springs και ευελπιστούμε ότι μπορούμε να το κατεβάσουμε και να το δούμε. Τέλεια. Εξαιρετικά. Εξαιρετικά. Καλησπέρα να πούμε και στο TikTok. σε όσους μας βλέπουν. Έχουμε εικόνα και από το chat του TikTok, οπότε μπορείτε να γράφετε πλέον. Το φτιάξα αυτό. Πάμε να δούμε το παιχνίδι. Είναι το πρώτο παιχνίδι μεταξύ Jimil και Lenin. Και πάμε να ξεκινήσουμε. Λοιπόν, Malay εναντίον Wu. Ενδιαφέρον. Dune Springs, να πούμε λίγα λόγια. Μισό λεπτό να βάλουμε και τα... Να κάνουμε έτσι και λίγο το casting μας. Εδώ έχουμε flag Greece versus Italy, Jimil, Lenin και έχουμε Cataphract Clash, winner bracket, round 1, best of 3. Και συνεχίζουμε. Πολύ ωραία. Jimil εναντίον Lenin. Dune Springs είναι το neutral map. Και ξεκινάμε στα μπλε με Malay ο Jimil και στα κόκκινα ο Lenin με τους Wu. Δύο shift τα οποία μπορούν πολύ ωραία να παιχτούν σε υβριδικό map. Ένα πολύ ωραίο map. Έχει καλά woodline, έχει πάρα πολύ φαγητό στο κέντρο. Δεν άλλαξε το παιχνίδι. Σωστός. Thanks, Andra Class, thanks. Για να δοκιμάσω, γιατί νόμιζα ότι το είχα φτιάξει, αλλά... Στον τίτλο τώρα έχει φτιάξει. Πρέπει να έχει φτιάξει, δεν έχει φτιάξει. Ρίξε μια ματιά αν μπορέσεις να μου το επιβεβαιώσεις, μια που είσαι online ακόμα. Νόμιζα ότι το είχα αλλάξει πριν ξεκινήσω, αλλά ναι, τεχνολογία. Κομπλέ. Thanks. Μια χαρά, ωραία. Είχα την εντύπωση ότι το έκανα πριν ξεκινήσω, αλλά μάλλον πρέπει να το κάνω για αφού ξεκινήσω. Λοιπόν, παίρνει το πρώτο του μπορ ο Jimil. Καλό scouting και από τους δύο παίκτες. Να δούμε πότε θα επιλέξει να πάει τώρα. Είναι ακόμα αρχή, αλλά θεωρητικά θα παίξουν και οι δύο για το κέντρο. Έχει, όπως είπα, πάρα πολύ φαγητό. Και σε swordfish, αλλά και σε ψάρι μέσα, deep fish να το πούμε έτσι. Κλείνει ωραία προς το woodline του εδώ ο Lenin με τους Wu. Φέρνει το δεύτερο του ελέφαντα ήδη, ρινόκερο συγκεκριμένα βέβαια, και μια ζεύρα. Η αλήθεια είναι ότι εδώ πέρα, παρότι είναι πολύ ευπρόσδεκτο, για να δω, ο Jimmy εδώ είναι άτυχος λίγο, δεν έχει βρει τα δύο του πρόβατα. Του γύρισε πίσω, όχι τον τρόλαρε το Lenin ζεύρα και ξαναφεύγει πίσω. Ο Lenin τα έχει βρει όλα όμως, απ' την άλλη, όλα τα προβατάκια. Πολύ heavy στο food και οι δύο και ακόμα δεν βλέπω κίνηση προς το κέντρο. Μου κάνει εντύπωση που αγνοούν και οι δύο το φαγητό στη μέση του map. Αλλά για να δούμε πώς θα το προσεγγίσουν. Ένα υβριδικό map συνήθως δίνει πολύ πλεονέκτημα το να πάστα. Και νάτος ο Jimil με 2, 3, ίσως πάει για μήλο. Για μήλο το βλέπω αυτό να πηγαίνει. Περισσότερο παρά για dock. Ναι, και νάτος ο μήλος. Μην ξεχνάμε ότι ο ρυθμός σύλλεξης φαγητού από τα ψάρια είναι και ο υψηλότερος, περισσότερος και από το κυνήγι. Μετά έρχεται το κυνήγι, οπότε καταλαβαίνουμε όλοι το πόσο σημαντικό είναι και για ποιο λόγο ενδεχομένως αγνοούν σε αυτή τη φάση και οι δύο παίκτες τα berries τους. Αλλά ναι, για να δούμε. Ο Lenin ακόμα φέρνει ζεύρες, δεν έχει κάνει καν scouting τον αντίπαλο του, δεν ξέρει πού είναι ο Jimil και γιατί πάει. Και ο Jimil αυτή τη στιγμή κατεβάζει barracks και ετοιμάζεται να βρει, είναι πολύ κοντά στο να βρει τη βάση του Lenin. Hello. Καλησπέρα, Μπλακαντέρ. Όποιος ενδιαφέρεται και για, αν και το δείχνω, δεν το στριμάρω και στο Discord, αλλά μπορεί να περάσει να κάνει co-casting και από το booth του streaming μέσα στο Discord μας. 2 μιλήσια, ακόμα φέρνει Deers, είναι πάρα πολύ greedy εδώ ο Lenin, δηλαδή δεν έχει κάνει καθόλου scouting. Συνεχίζει να φέρνει τα Deers, εδώ θα το χάσει το scout ο Jimil. Μάλλον δεν είχε πολλά vills κάτω από το TC του ο Lenin και έτσι τη γλίτωσε ο Jimil, αλλά πέρασε μέσα από το TC του, κυριολεκτικά μέσα από το TC του Lenin, συγγνώμη. Του λέει thank you ο Lenin εδώ γιατί δεν του λέει μάρε τα πρόβατα, ενώ πέρασε και θα μπορούσε. Ναι, not claiming. Σωστός, όντως. Πολύ ωραίο Βλέπουμε και το res collected του Jimil είναι ήδη... Don't thank me yet, λέει ο άλλος. Τι θα δουν τα μάτια μας. Λοιπόν, 2 τελικά μιλήσια, σταμάτησε στα 2 μιλήσια. Market Blacksmith από τον Jimil και έρχεται μπροστά και με ένα Will. Τι σκοπό έχει το πονηρό μυαλό του εδώ πέρα να κάνει. Forward range, πολύ ωραία, πολύ ωραία. Okay. Διαβάζει λοιπόν τώρα την απόπειρα για fast castle ουσιαστικά. Ήτανε πληγωμένο το Will που είχε στείλει ο Lenin και είναι -1 Will. Ωραίο το kill εδώ πέρα που βρίσκει ο Jimil. Για να δούμε αν έχει δει. Δεν το έχει δει. Πω, τώρα μην τον οδηγήσει ο Jimil να το δει. Όχι, και δεν θα το δει. Δεν έχει δει το forward range του Jimil ο Lenin. Ασχολείται εδώ πέρα με το μιλήσια. Εντάξει, χάθηκε το δεύτερο μιλήσια ψιλοάδοξα, αλλά η δουλειά έγινε. Το range ανέβηκε. Ο Lenin έχει ήδη πατήσει για Castlage. Οι Wu έχουν ένα πολύ καλό unit που βγαίνει από τον Barracks. Το Azian Swordsman. Και να το Barracks τώρα κατεβαίνει. Τα οποία είναι πολύ καλά εναντίον Archers, εναντίον range unit ειδικά. Χάνουν από άλογα και από άλλο infantry, συγγνώμη. Για να δούμε τώρα εδώ, πάει να κάνει deny τον Barracks. Το Barracks ανέβει, έχει πολλά vills με το που το χτίζει ο Lenin. Συνεχίζει την παραγωγή των Archer. Πίσω εδώ θα μπορούσε να έχει φέρει και περισσότερα βίλα από τη στιγμή που έχει το map control και θα του είχε δώσει πολύ food. Έκανε δεύτερο μήλο πίσω στα berries του. Κάνει wall in. Του κάνει wall in τον Barracks. Πολύ καλό. Πολύ καλό. Για να δούμε αν θα το καταφέρει. Ενοχλεί εδώ με τα τόξα. Δεν ξέρω γιατί. Δεν ξέρω, το κάνει stone gates για να καθυστερήσει ουσιαστικά. Άμα πάει να το κατεβάσει. Ευχαριστούμε για το follow. Sound dizzy. Για να δυσκολέψει το πιθανό να μην μπορεί να το κάνει jump με wheels. Κατεβάζει το μήλο για να βγάλει το πρώτο unit. Εδώ θα βοηθούσε αν είχε το τόξα. Αλλά θα το καταφέρει. Το έχει καταφέρει να το κάνει wall in. Ναι, το έχει κάνει wall in. Ένα τελευταίο τέτοιο έχει μείνει. Αυτό ήθελε να κάνει και τέλος. Θα τον χάσει τώρα, αλλά το wall in έγινε. Βέβαια, σιγά σιγά εδώ μπορεί να το κατεβάσει. Έχει βγει ένα Zian Swordsman μέχρι στιγμής. Δίνει και fletching ο Jimil. Βλέπετε εδώ πέρα το 2 pierce armor που έχει ήδη το unit αυτό. Συγγνώμη, 5 pierce armor, 2 milli εννοούσα. Σημαίνει ότι του κάνουν ένα damage τα τόξα, ακόμα και με fletching. Και το κατεβάζει, έχει και bonus αντίον τον Archer. 2 hit είναι τα Archer. Πω. Εντάξει, είναι πάρα πολύ καλό. Καλησπέρα Μότζο. Βλέπουμε Jimil εναντίον Lenin. Το πρώτο round του του τουρνουά Cataphract Clash. Σημερινό φρέσκο παιχνίδι. Παίζει ο πεζέτερος ταυτόχρονα, αλλά κάποιο θέμα μου έβγαλε το game και δεν μπόρεσα να το δείξω live. Οπότε πάμε στην κονσέρβα. Πήγαμε στην κονσέρβα από το πρωί. Και βλέπουμε Jimil Lenin. Fast Castle από Lenin με Wu στο Dune Springs και Zian Swordsman. Έχει σκοτώσει ήδη, έχει κάνει clean ήδη τα archers του Jimil και μπαίνει μέσα τώρα με Zian Swordsman, τα οποία δεν θα πέφτουν εύκολα. Είναι τρομακτικό unit. Εναντίον Feudal Army είναι τρομακτικό unit. Με ένα unit πόσο ζημιά έχει κάνει εδώ. Ναι, δεν έχω καταφέρει ακόμα να βάλω το subscription για να βλέπουμε και τις λεπτομέρειες, πόσα kills έχει το unit. Θα το έχουμε αυτό μέχρι το επόμενο live, πιστεύω. Είχε και τρύπα εδώ, του την έδειξε βέβαια ο Lenin και κατάφερε να φύγει με ζωντανό το unit του. Δύσκολη. Μασάρει archers εδώ και καλά κάνει μέσα στο range, το οποίο το έχει δει φυσικά πια, αλλά δεν ασχολείται με αυτό, πάει να κάνει damage στην οικονομία. Για να μπορέσει να παράξει τα Zian Swordsman, βέβαια έχει μείνει στα 21 βίλο Lenin, είναι ένα all-in strat αυτό, προφανώς. Το Jimil έχει 30 vills, είναι μπροστά στην οικονομία σίγουρα και σε resource collector το βλέπουμε πόσο μπροστά είναι. Το θέμα είναι αν θα αντέξει το push που του γίνεται τώρα ή θα είναι too much για να παίξει την άμυνα εκεί. Θα ανοίξω και εδώ το... Forward to the workshop. Και κατεβάζει τα barracks. Για να δούμε εδώ τι θα γίνει. Είναι αρκετά τα archer που έχει καταφέρει να μαζέψει ο Jimil. Δίνει crossbow. Ίσως πρέπει να περιμένει και για Bodkin, να μην βιαστεί να πάει στα archers. Συγγνώμη, να πάει στα vills. Αλλά θα βρει το damage. Πολύ καλό counter attack αυτό. Και του κόβει το gold. Του κατέβασε τον barracks γιατί ουσιαστικά το infantry είναι το μόνο counter σε αυτό το unit που έχει νόημα να βγάλει εδώ ο Jimil. Κάνει stone walls, πολύ ωραία, πίσω από το market του και πίσω από το σημείο από το οποίο τον χτυπάει ο αντίπαλός του. Και κάνει disrupt και το gold και το food. Είναι πάρα πολύ καλό το counter attack εδώ. Έχει στήσει και ένα crossbow το οποίο το είχε πριν εδώ ένα archer στο wood. Και αυτή τη στιγμή του έχει παραλύσει την οικονομία. Συνεχίζει βέβαια το army του να είναι πολύ ανώτερο, έτσι, και το βλέπουμε εδώ. 13 units στα 11 είναι Zian Swordsman, που ουσιαστικά είναι counter σε αυτό που βγάζει ο Jimil. Αλλά για να δούμε εδώ. Το κατάλαβε ότι έφυγε με τα vills και θα τα κυνηγήσει. Πολύ ενδιαφέρον. Πού πάει τώρα εδώ πέρα? Πάει να βρει κάπου αλλού food και gold. Ναι, φαντάζομαι, αλλά δεν έχει wood. Πού θα πάει εδώ πέρα τώρα με όλα αυτά τα vills? Stone δεν έχει για να κάνει τη C. Food και gold θέλει. Τι θα πάει να κάνει? Πού θα βρει? Έχει βρει κάπου αλλού gold. Ναι, έχει κάνει μήλο εδώ, τους βάζει όλους στο food. Οκ. Το θέμα είναι ότι ο Jimil πάει προς τα εκεί, αλλά εδώ είναι πολύ κοντά στο army του και θα είναι λίγο δύσκολο να κρατήσει με τα τόξα εναντίον των Zian Swordsman. Δηλαδή 1, 2, 3 maximum Zian Swordsman χωρίς Bodkin που είναι τα τόξα. Το infantry είναι μόνο, το infantry ουσιαστικά. Πεθαίνουν από infantry. Πιστεύω ότι πεθαίνουν και από άλογα, δεν έχω παίξει πάρα πολύ με το unit. Αλλά σίγουρα είναι το infantry. Το infantry τα σκοτώνει. Και γι' αυτό του κατέβασε και τον barracks γρήγορα ο Lenin. Για να μην βγάλει infantry με ήδη τις δύο άμυνες. Πολύ καλό damage εδώ θα βρει. Αλλά είναι busy με τα repairs εδώ και απλά περνάει. Για να δούμε. Κάνει circle και φεύγει πίσω. Good δεν θέλει, gold θέλει ο... Θα πάρει stone, θα μαζέψει stone τώρα, οκ. Okay. Wall story wall, πολύ καλό. Πάει για mass stone ο Jimmy, να λέει. Διότι θεωρώ ότι το unique unit, τα karambit, θα κάνουν καλό trade με τα Asian. Δεν είναι κακή ιδέα. Το θέμα είναι ότι δεν χρησιμοποιούμε αυτό το army, θα μπορούσε να είναι ενοχλητικός. Δεν ξέρω, σε απόψη ταχύτητας βέβαια. 1 versus 0.96. Τα Asian είναι λίγο πιο γρήγορα από τα crossbow, οπότε αυτό θα σημαίνει ότι θα τον προλαβαίνει. One for one, ok, τίμιο, και τον κρατάει μακριά προς το παρόν. Ίσως μπορεί να τελειώσει και το gate του με αυτόν τον τρόπο. Ενδιαφέρον. Έχει κάνει τα Stonewalls πάντως εδώ. Καταφέρει να κρατήσει ο Τζίμιλ, κατεβάζει τις φάρμες του και πολύ σύντομα θα έχει για κάστρο. Και θα έχει για κάστρο πριν ο αντίπαλός του μπορέσει να μπει, πιστεύω. Έχει κάνει πολύ καλή άμυνα εδώ. Ίσως ένα RAM θα ήθελε ο Lenin, αλλά με 0 wood και τόσο low eco strat δεν είναι εύκολο να το κάνεις αυτό. Θα κατεβάσει ένα κάστρο εδώ, πολύ πιθανόν ο Τζίμιλ πάρα πολύ σύντομα, μπορεί ήδη να το κάνει. Και θα βγάλει τα Karambit. Και πιστεύω ότι με τα Karambit, αν δεν κάνω λάθος, παρά τα 70 hit points και το 3 milli, θα κάνει καλό trade. Θα έχει ένα unit δηλαδή για να μπορέσει να τα αντιμετωπίσει. Κάστρο στο κάστρο, πολύ ωραία, ενδιαφέρον. Για να δούμε τι θα δούμε. Αυτό το κάστρο μπορεί να γίνει deny πίσω από τύχη. Με το... Αχ, το pathing εδώ δεν τον βοηθάει καθόλου το Τζιμίλ. Ναι, δεν τον βοήθησε καθόλου το pathing εδώ. Ήταν ακόμα τον τρολάρει το παιχνίδι εδώ πέρα. Τίποτα. Δεν τον αφήνει να αγιάσει το pathing εδώ. Αυτό το Mangonel ήταν το πιο αναποφάσιστο unit στο game. Και τώρα μήπως έχει και πρόβλημα κιόλας, γιατί με τα Zian και το κάστρο... Θα ανέβει γέρος. Η πύλη θα πέσει αυτή. Η πύλη πέφτει πολύ γρήγορα. Θα έχει ανέβει το κάστρο. Οριακά. Δεν ξέρω αν έχουνε... Οκ. Για να δούμε. GG. Hey Lenin, how are you doing, bro? Just going through the first game of your set from this morning. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. I think he did quite a lot of damage here with the crossbows, denying the gold and the wood for the beginning. Maybe it was worth to clean your base up. But I don't know. Yeah. GG's for the first game. Οπότε έχουμε το 1-0 ουσιαστικά, με Jimmy να κερδίζει εδώ το Lenin και πάμε για το δεύτερο. Game. Forward archery, yeah. I mean, Jimmy is quite of the anti-meta player himself, so I think the forward archery range is something that he has died from in his games. And probably this is why he knew how to approach the FC. I'm not sure, but I think you are quite similar as players, potentially. Okay. Έχουμε το δεύτερο game με... True anti-meta, yeah. It's looking forward to casting it, for sure. We will stick to English for a bit, as we have one of our players here, Lenin, who will obviously continue in the in the loser bracket, so in the second chance. Hey Jimmy, GG's for the first game. We're watching now your set from this morning. Peseteros is playing Eki as we speak as well, but I had some technical issues that I could not bypass from the game, so yeah, decided fatally wages. John, βλέπουμε live game, οπότε δεν είναι πολύ εύκολο. Lowland. So the second map is essentially what we had as the home map, if I'm not mistaken, from Lenin. Yes, correct. That's correct. And we have Bengalis versus Romans. So I would say overall, Lowland is quite let's say mid control type of map, with the golds being more or less focused, the main golds being focused on the center. But I much prefer it, and this is why we opted for this map versus, for example, Goldrush or I don't know, Golden Hill or some things like that, because it's truly more, I would say, spread. So both players can TC the middle and play for the middle longer, I would say. But let's see the approach that they will take. As we established, they're both the most Arabia-like map, I think. Yeah, I agree. I smell Scorpion Rush, Leo. Blackadder comments. I think Romans are quite good at that. And definitely the something that they excel for sure. The cheaper Scorpions from Romans are quite good. And the 10% faster echo, 5% faster echo is also very helpful in every situation. So let's see the approach. So Gemel is taking his second boar as we speak, and scouting. Nice walls here from Lenin to isolate a bit his and secure his wood line. He's going for 4 on wood, so I think we most likely will see both players, or at least Lenin for sure, going for an FC. Romans could be a good overall pick for this map, but I guess if you're playing meta, scouts into cav archers would be dominant in this map. There are the hills. There is a map that would need mobility, and even if it is wallable, because it is quite wallable, I would say for sure. It's not a map that you could stay walled in, for a big amount of time. The gold is quite limited that you have available, and the stone in the starting base. So expanding to the center, definitely helps. So gold, wood, stone, also quite a lot of food, some extra berries, nice patches of deer. So definitely you need to play for the middle. So for the ones that joined a bit later, we did switch to English. Let me know if this is okay. If not, because we do have some of our, I would say, players in this map, and in the chat, and as this is an international tournament for us, especially when we have a matchup of one of the Greek community players playing one of the guys that decided to join us from the global AoE2 community, we might opt for the English casting. And that's it. Let's see. So Lenin's still not up. Jimil is doing a 20 pop up build, so we might not see FC, but I don't see a barracks. So let's see. It's interesting to see. Yes, yeah, Jimil. Probably you both knew, yeah. Welcome to the live, Thanasi and Costa from TikTok. Hope you're doing well. Jimmy is going for the 23 pop. I think this is the standard, if I'm not mistaken, for the Phosphoru Bengalis Rush. And this is a quite strong Rush, because the Bengalis unique unit is actually both a melee and a ranged. Yeah, I think he's going even 20 pop, but the question is, what is he doing? Because we see a lot on berries. Vills going forward, a Vill here, no barracks, 3 on wood. 20 pop. 21 pop, okay, okay, yeah, the score plus should be 21. Well, let's see what he's trying to do, though. So he's walling with a market here, which is quite, I would say, risky if the other player is forward with the scout. Let's see what Jimil is doing. He has scouted the stone, so he's pretty sure that he's going to face, and we're going to see essentially Phosphor Rush or a fast castle build, to call it like it is. For another game, Jimil likes to try to sacrifice his scout, but he didn't do it this time, so he was quite more aware. And let's see, yeah, Lenin now already entering and checking out. He might decide to take the Vil. No, maybe he didn't see it. It was hidden here between the market and the palisade, taking a few hits, but that's quite alright for what he's going to be doing. Okay, now Jimil is switching with actually only 12 minutes idle TC, so the build was quite good. Even if he went 20 pop-up FC with Romans, the build was quite good. Where are the builds that he snuck? Ah, here they are. Okay. So 2 builds forward, another 3 coming, and the scout close by. This will, I think... Okay. Abandoning now the berries and going everything on wood and gold, what he has at home at least. Might see a pickup here of the Vil. Oh no, not yet. Okay. I guess a castle here would be quite good, or even here, to secure the wood and gold, which is what you need essentially. Let's see. Ooh, it will be a forward castle, or a castle down. Oh yeah. Maybe it's a castle here actually, because you can take the wood and the gold, and it's quite good. And they see each other. They see each other here. They see. Okay. Well, this is a siege workshop. Okay, cool. I'm thinking meta, yeah, most probably, most likely. So Lenin completely. Lenin, did you see you saw the workshop, eh? You just you just let it go. You didn't care. Love this. And this is where the castle will go. It's on the face. On the face. On the forehead. And you score brass. Yeah. Makes sense. I guess the... Oof. You can do it here. Will it touch the TC? Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting for sure. I think if he just garrisons here, he takes a couple of Vils. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Game for big balls, people. Yeah. 100%. No, he actually saves. He doesn't lose a Vil. Oh, he might lose one. Oof. That's gonna hurt a bit. Yeah. 5 kills already. Yeah, okay. He loses the Mangonel, but he kills 6 Vils. I guess this is worth it. He will lose the TC eventually, and he will lose more Vils, the way the pathing is working as well. 4. Oof, the castle decided not to shoot anymore, I guess. Okay, no, that's fine. FPL Whisper. Whisper, yes, Jimarcus. Okay, so he's going back now to drop the lumber camp here, and I guess at home... No. Where are we taking gold from? We need first wood. Okay, we are low on wood. So first wood. Yeah, Ratha is gonna be an issue. Ratha is quite a strong unit, eh? And on melee mode, 10 attack, it's like essentially a knight with better armor, And yeah, actually, a knight with better armor and better attack, or maybe the same attack. I'm not sure. I think 10 is the attack for knights as well. Not the first time for you. Yeah. Makes sense. I think the damage is done here. So I think this one is Lenin's to lose 100%. Jimil has made 2 siege workshops, but he cannot produce because the Rathas are out. And the castle is, yeah, it's quite disruptive to say the least. So he doesn't have safe wood, he doesn't have safe gold. I don't see a way that he can, yeah, get out of that alive. Let's make a monastery, which is, I think, makes sense. It's something, at least in low numbers, he could manage a bit the situation. But you see, without fletching, even the town center is doing 3 damage to 100 HP units. This is a very strong unit, a very strong unit, and it's a wood gold unit. And I guess here we will see a switch to gold, or he's just using the market. For now, just the market is enough for Lenin, I guess. Maybe eventually he switches to gold as well. Yeah, it's not gonna cut it though. It's quite. I think this is GG already. And you can even put some of the units in ranged mode, so they can essentially block the vills from collecting it. Yeah, that's easy. That's easy. That's a fast game. That's a fast game. And we have the draw. So we're definitely seeing a game number 3 here, and that's quite good. I think the castle forward was key here. Yeah, completely cancelled whatever Jimil had in mind. Good build, and yeah. Nice. So we will see definitely a game number 3, and if I remember correctly, it will be unenclosed. Let's have a look at the remaining civs. Something is wrong. By the way, guys, is there something wrong in the in my draft? Should I adjust the civ draft? Because I saw Magyars here like 10 times. Is it something that I have messed up? Maybe I need to adjust the civ draft, or it's just that now it's bugged out and it doesn't show properly the civs. Let me know if it is like this, because maybe I need to fix the drafts. So we saw Romans and Bengalis. Lenin won, and the first game was Uhu versus Malay, and Malay won. So we have now Persians and Magyars, I guess, versus Bohemians and Spanish, for sure. And I'm not sure what was the steals here. Ah, you could. So this is weird. You didn't snipe at the same time, eh? Okay, maybe we, Jimmy, maybe we connect offline, just to make sure that I have not messed up something and it works as intentionally, eh? Because I didn't have time to test it enough. So you kinda maybe helped me on that one. So let's go on game number 3, which will be the enclosed map. And let's have a look what we will have. Enclosed. So yeah. I mean, I saw 3 times Magyars when I was checking the draft, and I said something has not gone according to plan, I guess. But yeah, it's okay. We can catch up offline and see if I messed something up there. Good. Okay, the start here, I guess, will be quite slow, I would say, in brackets. The map is one that you could characterize as semi-open or semi-closed, whatever you prefer, whatever each one likes to call it, but definitely is a map that, you know, there is some distance between the 2 players, and there is relative protection in the base, in the starting base, but you definitely have to go out, and the surrounding ring, I would say, outside this pavement or this road that is around the players' bases, has a lot of resources, like wood, gold, stone, berries, quite a lot. So the expansion is good. If you go to late game, which I don't know if this will be one of these cases, Jimil, for one more time, trying to donate the scout here. I think Jimil, you try to find the TC the old-fashioned way, go directly on it. Anyway, Spanish against Persian. So as we said, Spanish here I like, sort of, I would say. Probably we will see an FC into Kongs, which would not be a bad thing to do against Persians, I would say. Let's see the execution, because there is a lot of food here. I mean, the water buffaloes, which you have 8 starting, have 150 food each, so it's quite more than Arabia, I would say. Plus the rhinos with 400 food, so you can imagine. If you also bring in deer, then this becomes quite a lot of food available. So an FC definitely possible, but we do see, and we often see, feudal play obviously in this map because of the gold and berries that you have outside. Let's see if the 2 games that preceded this one taught us something, is that we will not see standard feudal play, and probably we will see something anti-meta. With the Spanish being quite straightforward, obviously. We see Loom here from Jamil. Loom, is he's housed though? Maybe this is why. Ooh. Okay. Maybe we see a Persian Deuce then, which is a very early timing here. Jesus Christ. This is 15 pop, 16 pop Persian Deuce. He's still producing while he's traveling. And yeah, obviously Lenin will go for the FC here. He has not yet left his base for... just passing here. Okay. Avil goes out, I guess, for stone. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, just maybe, yeah, for sure. Let's see what... that's very interesting to see from Lenin's perspective now. Lenin is following the scout to kill it, obviously, makes absolute sense here. With 3 hit points, he's just 1 hit, or a couple, actually, 2 hits from dying. Ooh, and here he sees the TC right now. And it's a Persian TC. He also goes for the Vils. The one Vil here, he might choose to fight it, Lenin, because it's quite low. He loses, in the meantime, he loses the scout, which is quite important for Lenin to have the scout out. And let's see how he manages this now, yeah? Because this is a tricky situation. This map, it's a very tricky map to get deuced, because actually, if you have not gotten out to get extra res, if you lose your TC, then it's quite tricky indeed. Obviously, Lenin was going for the FC himself, so yeah, he's going outside for a lumber camp here, but he has stopped collecting food of any kind, so he stays in Dark Age. Jamil obviously already having stopped to produce villagers and just shooting Lenin's TC down. Quite a lot of, I would say, wounded villagers here. This is too close, I would say, too close. Because if Jamil collects the wood, obviously he could reduce here. I like that you're taking with you your water buffaloes, but this is now a very tricky situation. This is a very tricky situation, especially when you were going for the FC. I think actually this is one of the better counters to the FC, because you are committed to continue producing villagers. You're not going for a fast up time, and now. Yeah, now it can become tricky for you. Let's see. What happened to the buffaloes from Jamil? Ah, here they are. So you can choose to eat them after the TC is down, and the TC is down. So now we have a game here where essentially Lenin is ahead by 3 bills, but without a TC. And what is he going to do now? He's going for food and he's going for wood. We see some bill fighting obviously here, because why not? Crazy guys. GG bro, and he has to give it up. Jesus Christ. Never knew how to fight this. Especially on this map, Especially on this map. This is freaking hard when you're going for an FC like that. Jesus Christ. What a strat. What a strat. Yeah, yeah. I didn't. Oh, shit. Disaster. Disaster. Okay. Yeah, here what Lenin is saying is essentially he didn't get Loom. So you see the 40 HP vills from the Persian player here, Jimil, and 25. Oh, no, you did get Loom. You had Loom. That's weird. But if you didn't have Loom, then it is definitely a disaster. But you did get Loom. Later. Okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Yeah, anyway, but now it's very difficult game to play. Because, normally when you're getting deuced and you're playing a standard game, obviously, not an FC, again, you have taken both your boars, therefore you are more or less already up for the next stage. When you're going for an FC and you have not gone up to the next stage, Jimmel's timing actually was freaking fast. I mean, like 15 pop, he was already coming to you. So this is a very, very early deuce, but yeah, it worked. It worked. Really, really strong timing here. And for this map, essentially, he's counting that you have not gotten out yet, which is really good. Really good. GG's, and yeah, really hope to see more of that in the next rounds. Really fun games. Let's see. Let me try to update um, the tournament if I can. The bracket, that is. Let's see if I can. Hope I can. 1, 2. Submit scores. Okay, we did that. So Jimble is facing Chelbird now. And GG's to both. Really good games, really nice games. Hope you had fun as well. And let me have a look now where we're here and where we're at it to see what's happening with Peseteros versus Eki on the other bracket on matchup number 4. They already finished and they already uploaded the results. So we are lucky from this perspective because we are going to go straight to the next set. Yeah. I like that you liked it, guys. I like that you liked it. That's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, so we will have another set being brewed, and we will manage to see both of the games. So the other one is from 2 Greek players. So Peseteros is also, as I mentioned, quite a good player, like playing between 16 and 1800. His peak is 1800, so actually one of the better players within Greece, for sure. And Eki is actually I have not seen him in one of our internal tournaments in the last 2-3 years, but he's around 1200 elo. So let's see the approach and let's see the games that we will have. And let's start with the Civ and map drafts. So map draft, we have Land Madness, as we saw, and we did have a chance to look at the drafts before. Actually, we weren't able to see the games, but now as recorded games, I might be able to do. So we have Land Madness as admin pick, and then Cliffbound for Eki and Lowland for Peseteros. We might see a second Lowland for today. The other two maps, it will be a nice opportunity to see them for the first time. So that's nice. That's nice. And let's see here. This is how. Yeah, okay. Now I understand. This is what the steel is appearing on the end. And this is why Hans now were stolen from Eki and moved to Peseteros, and Mongols were stolen and then appearing under Eki. Cool. Okay. No, it works. It works as intended. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Understood. Cool. Okay. And then we have Hans, Aztecs, Persians, Celts, and Mongols for Eki, with Khitans, Georgians, Maya, and Hans for Peseteros. Quite the... Yeah, I would say Khitans and Georgians, as we said, quite the aggressive picks for the open maps of Land Madness and obviously lowland, that might be the case. And the cliffbound is also can be quite an aggressive map with short distances between the two players. We'll have a chance possibly to look at it. So let's start with Land Madness and we take it from there. Hi, Eki. GG's. Don't spoil anything, please. And yeah, let me upload the... Cheers, thanks. Let's see what we have from the two games. Let me put them on my folder, a local folder. And let's jump right into them. Εκεί. Let's go. Let's go. Thanks for joining, Astral Dreamer. Welcome to the stream. So let's see. Georgians versus Mongols. Well, I mean, this is definitely two civs that are quite good on this map. That's for sure. Peseteros with his trademark key and color, obviously, and Eki with red. So let's see a few things about the map, as it is the first time that we see it in the tournament. So quite an open map. This is the open category in brackets map that we have. You have some wood lines, which are quite healthy wood lines around the players. Multiple berry patches, normally two, and one that is spawning under the TC normally, but I don't know what changed. Probably something changed in the map. Now it's spawning, I see, one tile away. It used to spawn exactly on the map, on the TC. Not a big deal. Other than that, we have, if I'm not mistaken, one boar, the classic 8 sip, and a few deer patches that are scattered around. And from what I see, not so close as they used to be. We have a patch here, and the patch that was here, if I'm not mistaken, for Eki, that he already lured. Mongols quite strong. There is a lot of hand here. Yeah, let's see. This is a heavy feudal heavy game for sure. Eki is going for his boar. While scouting, quite good scouting, I would say, for the map. He has seen the extra deers here. He might come back to lure them. And let's see, Peseteros again, more or less same timings, going for his own boar. That's actually a really good pick for one more reason. Georgians, apart from the fact that their scouts are healing from feudal aids. Not so much lately, actually. They nerfed them quite strongly in the last few patches, but still, still it's quite good, quite strong to have the scouts healing. But the mule card here, the mule card is quite good because you actually can take the hunt as Peseteros is doing right now, and then move these bills on wood, gold, whatever you like. And you don't need to create the lumber camp. So both fast up time while also flexibility with the resources gives you a very strong start and a quite, I would say, smooth Dark Age potentially. So now going to berries. The first mill he does here, which actually I like. Obviously, let me see if Eki knows where Peseteros is. No, he doesn't. So actually, this is the more exposed position for the mill, which is I would say quite difficult to potentially I don't know, manage or defend rather. But here he has also the deer, so this is essentially maximizing the food income that you will have. Lockpicks, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Going for early castle. I am not sure. If you mean fast castle strat, I don't think we will see it in this matchup. Peseteros is going for an 18 pop up, which is quite possible because of the mule card and the amount of food that he collected with 0 idle TC time. And I think also Eki will be able to click up a 19 pop. Lockpick a Pro UT99 player. Okay, you have to walk me through what is the UT99 player. Not familiar with that. Yeah, exactly. So 19 pop-up for Mongols with Eki, and 18 pop-up for Peseteros. Actually, I have not, I thought it will do it automatically, but no, apparently. Greece versus Greece. Unreal tournament. Okay, cool. Thanks for clarifying, Eki. Yeah, okay, this is untouched. Let's see. Okay, we're waiting for a barracks here. So here, normally what you would see the players do, and let's see if has not gone to wood yet. Peseteros just makes the barracks here, and he's only collecting wood from the stragglers, so he has not committed to a lumber camp yet. Eki taking some hits here on the mule cart, but obviously 300 hit points and 2 melee armor for the mule cart is quite strong, I would say, especially in this early game. What would you see the players do here is they small wall here their wood line to make it a bit more safe. Yeah, Peseteros taking full advantage of the earlier uptime here and obviously hunting down the scout to finish it off. And will he be able to do it? Maybe he takes one more hit here somewhere because of the pathing. Or Eki is able to save it. Let's see. Nah, he did. Yeah, I was sure here it will have a hit or two. Yeah. Good. So stable. Oh, this is ambitious. So the wood line he's taking is very forward. Peseteros. Quite a lot of food, obviously collected because of the mule cart. But you see that because of Mongols, they're quite more or less similar on the resource collected. Even Eki now pulling ahead by a couple of 150 res collected. Peseter with some idle TC as well. Yeah, I guess first game of the day for him. Let's see. I like the start from Eki. I like the wood line. I would like you to have walled. Let's see if no, you have not seen the opening, but obviously, I mean, it's safe to assume scouts here in this situation. Yeah, now that makes sense. So the second mule cart goes at the back and a safer wood line. Here you cannot wall fully, this is the issue. And this is the issue where this map is so open and so aggressive, because in this area it's like Acropolis, so you cannot fully wall. You would see players either small walling or defend with army or making a tower, but you know, or a combination of these things, obviously. Let's see. Peseteros now applying the pressure. Hey Sigma Value and Costa, welcome. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you for the likes on TikTok as well. Okay, decent defense with 1 kill. Okay. Yeah, the disruption is definite. So here we see the idle TC spiking a bit for Eki, and that's understandable because of the pressure that he's under. Let's also remind that here we're seeing a bit of a difference in the elo for here as well. I mean, Lenin and Jimil had a difference as well. Maybe for anti-meta players, I'm not sure if this is so important. But here we're seeing meta. We're seeing complete meta play, feudal play scouts, and I would say Peseteros definitely has the advantage. He's quite higher elo player. Let's see the counterattack from Eki here. 5 scouts are a considerable force for sure. Now he's forced to make wheelbarrow because he's housed. Not ideal, but not the worst thing as well. He has a very healthy food eco actually. I really like the number of farms he's put down already. And keeping up with Peseteros so far. I mean, only the idle TC, but also you see Peseteros. The aggression causes idle TC for both players here. Active with the scouts here, Eki, doing the round. Peseteros is tracking the movement of the army and also having a spear here, which makes very difficult for Eki to take a fight. Also, let's remember that Peseteros scouts do heal, so the longer they run around, essentially they're healing in parallel, while obviously Eki doesn't have this benefit with his own scouts. Continues to mass though at home. I like the setup of the base, to be fair. The echo as well upgrades are better for Eki. The blacksmith I would potentially question if there is no upgrade coming already. Here, if you do invest in the blacksmith so early, I would go for the forging or the defense, whatever you prefer. Maybe the forging that also benefits the spears would be an idea here. And let's see how this will play out when I think the two players are now. Peseteros opts to do the round, go from the long way maybe to surprise. Eki, nice snipe here. He's luring away the spear and trying to snipe the Vil, and I think he will do. He does. But at the same time, we have a counter-attack, as I mentioned, so he did the round, Peseteros, and he will be... Good reaction. He didn't lose the Vil here. He will lose one, for sure. Maybe he loses the second one. Pulls away the spear so he doesn't lose them to the... Sorry, the scout, so he doesn't lose them to the spears. Yeah, here the biggest issue is the reactions, the echo, or I would say the macro behind. So we see the idle TC, although we have 4-1 Veil kill, the idle TC continues to spike for Eki, which makes it quite difficult to keep up. And Peseteros is now doing Bloodlines. Bloodlines will make his scout with having extra HP, and he's also doing forging. So he's committing to the feudal aids. Definitely committing to the feudal aids. So let's see. Already 20 on food, 18 farms. 18 farms without horse collar though, but still 18 farms. I think it would be worth to squeeze it in now. He has done the damage, maybe it makes sense. A range follow-up from Eki to counter the spears potentially that he has seen Peseteros doing. Let's see. Let's see how he takes it from there. Now keeping these scouts defensively, that I like obviously, and he's already up to the castlade. So let's see how this continues. So the second, that was the second race actually, my bad. So this is for a transition to Cavarchos, This is tricky. Maybe when let's see how this plays out in the feudal age, because now the scouts from Peseteros are quite upgraded with forging and bloodlines. And this would make it quite tricky for Eki to take fights with them. One more snipe. Maybe he could even take out the range. Nope. Nice move here from Eki to try and finish the range. And let's see. He's doing the upgrade for the Cav Archers, opting to go for a Mongol Cav Archers makes absolute sense here. What I would like to see as soon as he's up is a couple of camels to help him clean up the scouts from Georgians here, from his opponent, and then go for the Cav Archers. But the damage has been quite significant. We see 20 Vils for Eki. And yeah, you realize now that the scouts are too strong. You cannot find with Vils when he has forging and bloodlines. Might be already over. We might see castlades into GG. Even if Peseteros is not even up yet. Yeah. The one clicks and the other one is just in castlades, but the damage has been done. Down to 15 bills. Continues to snipe and try to be annoying with the scout as much as he can. Yeah, directly on Cavarchos and Archers. I guess here maybe 1 or 2 camels first, but you don't have the gold actually. This is the issue here, yeah. Second wave of scouts coming from the other side. Yeah, that looks rough. That looks rough. Quite hard. Quite hard for sure. Pesetteros very active now with different units around Eki's base, and yeah, making it super hard for him to stay in the game right now. Yeah, maybe a TC here would help, but let's see if he's able to get it up. Welcome everyone. So for the ones that joined later today, we're seeing the second set from the A4G Cataphract Clash tournament. Feel free to type in the chat in Greek or English. I will try to answer both in the respective language. This is the second set for today. This is the first round, obviously, of the tournament. We saw earlier today a really fun set between Lenin and Jimil, which ended 2-1 on Jimil's favor. Yeah, the TC is up. This is definitely good. This will help him get some goal control here. But the issue is now Pesetteros is up, transitioning already into Skirms, which is the unit that counters what Eki will be trying to do, and also giving the light cav upgrade with 7 light cavs on the field and 8 on the way, plus 2 defense. I mean, this is really difficult. Yeah. Eki is absolutely understandable. Yeah, that makes absolute sense. I mean, there is some elo difference here for sure, but I guess the test is definitely there, and I think up until that point, you really was able to keep up. But yeah, keep in mind that, you know, Pesetteros' peak is like 1800, so he's a very strong player indeed. And quite a seasoned player, so he has played a lot of tournaments, and this also helps in terms of experience and how to manage situations and everything. So yeah, that's a game that looks really rough now from now on to play out. I mean, the Echo behind, second TC as well added from... No, not now, but he has peaked at 1k8, so definitely reached the top 5 within Greece, I would say, comfortably at some point. A couple of months ago, I think it was. Now, I guess 1700, still absolutely strong, but yeah, 1k8 is a different level altogether, for sure. For sure, yeah. Anyway, let's see how this plays out, and whether we will have any chance for the comeback. But yeah, it looks rough for sure. GG. Yeah. GG is cold for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, the damage was done. The feudal upgrades caught a bit off guard. And I think, yeah, the fighting back with Vils on the gold and on the wood really did it. Let's see, we go for game number 2, and this will be on Eki's home map, which is Cliffbound, if I'm not mistaken, and we will have a chance to look at this map as well, which is the 5th map we will be seeing today. We already saw Lowland, we saw Enclosed and Dune Springs in the first set between Lenin and Jimil, and we will have a chance after looking at Land Madness now to check also Cliffbound, and I really like this map. Obviously, yeah, all the maps that we have included, I do like, but Cliffbound is an interesting map. It resembles Socotra in the fact that, you know, the two spawns of the players are very close. Not as close as Socotra, I suppose, but the amount of food in the map is much more. So you start with 2 elephants, so it's not as Socotra that each one has an elephant, they need to take it immediately, otherwise it can be lamed and so on. It's not a lame fest for sure. Lame can be in the game, and obviously it is allowed in the tournament. But you do have, you know, quite a lot of deer. I mean, if you look at that, like we have, I don't know how many, like 21 zebras, rather, not deer, so I don't say everything deer, but zebras, which is a lot of hunt. And we see 2 mesosieves, which makes sense. Pesetros is going forward directly. Let's see what he sees. So he has already identified his 2 rhinos, or sorry, elephants. And the same for Eki, so both see. Here the trees, if I'm not, yeah, the trees here have 150 wood, so even if you see them scattered around, there is good wood, there are good wood lines. It's not so bad. Especially at the back, you have a bit more condensed, normally trees situation. Yeah, not every time, but here, yeah, you see a decent wood line from Pesetros chosen. And we have a meso, I would say, mesosieve, as we would say, matchup. Let's see if Pesetros opts to lame. No, he doesn't. This can be quite aggressive, this is for sure. This is definitely a map that can be very aggressive. I keep saying thank you, I guess, for not laming. Or no, maybe this SIP was returned and Pesetros found it while scouting. Makes sense. Could make sense, yeah. Okay, and now the second elephant is coming in for Pesetros, and we will have here what forwardville for a house. Yeah, house wall makes sense. This is a nice walling potential for Pesetros. The issue here is, you know, sometimes it can be easy to have a hole, as it is in our game, obviously. Sometimes you see here, this is like a Swiss cheese, like many holes between the trees. But you know, not out of the question that you can wall up. Obviously possible. Safe gold. Berries a bit at the front, not necessarily a priority. Decent gold for Eki as well. Better berries for sure. He has not found yet his these 2 SIP, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Maybe Eki here was not very familiar with the map, the number of resources, and you know how this plays out. I guess in the next set he would be a bit more you know, aware that, you know, this is a really nice wood line potential. Not that I don't like that. The position of the barracks is quite good. Let's see what we will see. The timing of the barracks tells me this is, this is a Dras. He's also going for 10 gold. The reason that you need 10 gold, obviously with Aztecs, less important, because you can still afford the 3 militia and loom without having to collect 10 gold, but for any other sieve this is needed. Yeah, makes sense, Eki. Yeah. This is not, I would say, this is quite scattered resources map, but interesting nevertheless. Another thank you here going around. I'm not sure. Obviously, yeah, maybe return the favor with a SIP. So kind. Second Lumbercamp, this I didn't expect. Maybe Pesetros was not sure that this is an 150 wood, or he just wants a more efficient echo with his Mayans. Could make sense. Actually, he's bringing in, I don't know, the 5th maybe zebra, or the 4th, I'm not sure. And with the Maya's res, this is quite good. With the resources, I would say, staying, or at least lasting for longer. Christo, Costa, and Menela, welcome to the stream. Καλώς ήρθατε, παιδιά, για το TikTok. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, Eki is saying in the chat that actually he thought about going for 5 militia, and this is why he collected and went for gold, but then he changed his mind. Yeah, makes sense then. Makes sense. Quite conservative barracks positioning. Obviously, he has seen that Eki has militia around in the map. And here he's going for a mining camp on his gold at the back. Still 5 SIP under the TC for Pesetros. Good reaction, very good reaction. This ville is dead. Yeah, obviously now the way that the you know, the melee pathing has been addressed. Actually, this is a change that I like. The fact that, you know, in the past, this Vil could walk straight through just by spamming the, you know, the mouse button, essentially. Now, this is not even possible. This is a heal, a nice heal for Eki, and he will get maybe a second. Yeah, he will get a second Vil here, 100%. Oof. Do we have Viper here, or what? Is he? Oh, Jesus, disgusting, man. Okay. Flexing here, the quick walls. Fighting with Vils, he lost one more Vil, so not all bad for Eki here. Actually, you could fight the Eagle here and trade with the Eagle. This is not a bad idea. But you are going for the... You are a bit greedy now, and you will not get this Vil. No, he's not reacting. You will get the Vil as well. Nice work. So 3 Vils down for Peseteros, and actually the ideal start for Aztecs in this matchup. I mean, Eki is already, you know, both with similar idle TC, obviously because of the disruption and the micro. Taking a favorable trade with the, and he's learning here. He's waiting for the Vil to go out to kill it, essentially. I like it. So let's see. Eki did a Dras, I think that got maximum value. I mean, even with just the 3 militia, it was really good. Taking another good fight here. Nice reaction. Nice micro for the Aztec player. And yeah, now with an archer, Peseteros will feel a bit more at ease, I would say. Eki is still in Dark Age, obviously, because he went for the Dras. He went up a bit later. Here, actually, you could take the fight, I think. Yeah, you have one more hit point, so you could take the fight, and he will take the fight. And let's see the follow-up. Yeah, okay. Scouting with the Skirm. Going for the range. Yeah. And the Vil is out. Really good. Good job. So this is saved for sure. Hopefully he's somewhere safe. Yeah. Created the first farm for our Mayan players. And then at the back, 5 farms. And you see, I mean, the echo for Aztecs now is quite good. Going for the blacksmith and 2 ranges. Not bad. And a tower here, which I don't dislike, to be honest. Protects this gold later on. And I don't think Peseteros has enough to deny that. Yeah, he doesn't have enough, and all will come up. So both ranges and the tower will come up and go up, and dropping the market as well. Okay, is he going? No, he cannot sell the stone because he already made the tower. So let's see what he's thinking about. Not bad echo though, you see, resources collected, Eki far ahead. Now Peseteros catching up a bit with the Vil count. Or at least closing in. Obviously Mayan starting with 1 extra Vil, so even the 3 kills versus 1 are still reflected. That's a strong army now. That's a strong army with fletching, so there is potential for damage to be done here. Yeah, and it is done. Really good job by Peseteros to come back, and yeah, more or less now making the Echo KD even for him. It's yeah, really good, and going through here. Καλησπέρα, George. Yeah, that's quite heavy damage. I mean, I did mention it. So here at the back, Eki's Echo was a bit, I would say, exposed, and now let's see how he will manage. Doing also the defense, so Eki will have an advantage, I would say, in brackets, but here the micro for Peseteros on the hill also quite strong. Really good, cleans up the army, the first army from Eki, and definitely the damage being done here is significant now already, exceeding the damage that he has received. I like the choice for Skirms now. With Skirms with +1 defense, I don't think that even with micro, Peseteros can trade well. Trying to use the Eagle, this is a good idea, really good idea actually. Using the Eagle, even the Eagle will die with the addition of the 1 archer here. Trying to snipe, he sniped 1 more Vil, so okay, the Peseteros did take maximum value. And it's also being a bit disruptive here on the wood. Now also going for the market himself. He saw the market from Eki. I think Eki is very comfortable here defending with skirms. That's fine. He has the defense as well, so not bad. Yeah, Peseteros will add now Eagles, which makes absolute sense. Seeing the skirms on the other side. Exactly. Yeah, George. I mentioned that we can answer in Greek or in English. We have our international players in the chat. This is why I chose to go for English, and we just had the Lenin Gmail set before. So yeah, good. Let's see the counter attack now. Resources Peseteros now climbing up, also doing the defense, so he's playing safe, he doesn't want to take any unnecessary risks, wants to be level on upgrades with his opponent. He's definitely just behind, sorry, in terms of military numbers, you see 9 to 11. But yeah, also 2 production buildings for Eki make it easier for him to mass army. Second mining camp for Peseteros. Let's see how he plays out. Peseteros is much closer now. He's using the market. Using the hell out of the market, actually. And he will be able to click up as soon as he collects 1 more gold. And he does. And this will make the difference now. Let's see. Because Eki, the disruption he got, now he had to make a second tower, I see here. Okay, so he bought the stone for a second tower, or he mined it, probably. Now the second tower, yeah, that's absolutely necessary from Peseteros. Second tower here. Yeah, and he drives Eki away. Or not immediately. Forcing the tower here is definitely a win for Eki. Second archery range then for Peseteros. Here you could idle a bit the farms, I guess. But the base now with the tower on the wood and the gold, this is an excellent tower, by the way, makes it quite tough for Eki to find any more damage. So I think we will not see maybe a snipe a will snipe here, or if he does make it, let's see what he sees. But yeah, he knows that the lumber camp is here, so trying to go here slowly, I think, would make sense. Micros down the eagles as much as he can, but yeah, now the fight, even with non-upgraded eagles and without even the defense, that the fight that Peseteros took was quite good, quite convincing, to a bit narrow down or dwindle down the army from Eki and get the time that he needed in order to go himself into the castles. Let's see what the prioritization will be, but he's continuing with Archer so far, so obviously Echo not great, 15 on gold and only 4 on wood. Quite some idle time for Peseteros here, forced, but market it is, and just going to the Bodkin and crossbow upgrades, and then he will be able to clean this up quite convincingly, I guess. Eki close to clicking up himself. Yeah, here obviously a lot going on. Maybe you need to control a bit the gathering point of the disease, but maybe this is a good thing as well. Disrupting here, maybe he finds the kill here as well. Let's see. Yep, no, good save from Peseteros. Really good save. And clicking up now. I guess we should be yeah, only 3 on food, obviously. Again, idle TC. Yeah, I mean, you see, this is why we like this this map, I mean, this is a very active, very feudal heavy map, and a lot of action. University now for Peseteros, going for the ballistics play, and he does have the eco balance for that, that's for sure. This hole here, another tower, not a bad idea actually to defend with towers against crossbows. Might give him the time to react, and yeah, nice play here, gaining some time so he gets the tower up. Obviously, Bodkin and the fire rate of the crossbows are a huge advantage here for Peseteros. And ballistics on the way, as we see. Also going back to farm, so enough on farms to make sure that he can afford anything he wants, at least with 1 TC and the upgrades. Yeah, and that's the issue here now. The crossbows are devastating until you get your upgrades yourself. Are very difficult to manage, and we see here as well now that the eco balance is off. A lot on wood, a lot on stone. Not so many on wood, and still on archers, which essentially now it's a bit of an issue in the Meso war. Maybe now you needed a few skirms just to make sure that you are able to not die actually to crossbow. And this will be a complete cleanup before crossbow is in, and this will be an issue. No, yeah, okay, two archers left, but forwards his workshop instantly. Nice to see here actually to get some wood control and some wood income. But the siege workshop controlling this gold and this hill and the production buildings is gonna be tricky to defend against. Maybe with Aztec's full eagle play. There's a song for that, okay. Yeah, the food deco is so low that he will not afford the Bodkin yet. Bodkin now is coming in, while the second defense is already in, or coming as well from Peseteros. And just sitting here, and he's fine sitting here and just denying the food and idling the TC further, at least that TC that he's aware of. And the pressure will mount now, will be even stronger. And keep in mind that majority of these buildings are above cracked ground. So when you see this ground, essentially this makes the buildings last longer, or at least absorb more damage. I think it's 25 more damage when it's above cracked ground. So I don't know if this applies on the TC. I guess not. I think the TC is on solid ground. But all the other buildings, you see, they will go down much quicker than normal. And everywhere is cracked ground, apart from the TC's positions. Yeah, now, well, quite a lot of pressure now. Second Mangonel, third on the way, and transition on the back to Eagles. I guess looking to defend against potential skirms, or I don't know. Oof, that's a difficult castle to go up. Maybe here, I guess, could go up. This is deniable, definitely deniable. And with high risk of actually losing the stone as well. Yeah. That's difficult TC to go up without your own seeds, for sure. Yeah, even jumping the TC now, and he doesn't care. Yeah. Is he? Yeah, no. Yep. That's the... Yep. GG, well played. GG's to both. That was a much more difficult map to play against a higher level opponent. And that's for sure, yeah. That's a very good effort for both. Yeah. It is very difficult. I know. Still, don't get disheartened because Peseteros is just it's a stronger player, and because of the number of participants, actually we could not have a dedicated bracket. We have an open game, which also has the advantages. I would say that you face players that you would not normally face, and therefore actually put yourself to the test for sure. Yeah, good job. Definitely. And especially in Land Madness, I think you held your own quite good. And I don't know, maybe Peseteros is here and... yeah, exactly. In the beginning of this game, Peseteros definitely felt the pressure. That was no joke. The Drast was super good. Very well executed, and found a lot of damage. So, okay, back with the streams after quite a while. And let's update our... brackets with one more score that we had today. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for participating. And yeah, 2-0. That's good. Peseteros then will face against Lakinther, which I think I saw in the chat before. So he may be doing some reconnaissance. Maybe not any longer. Jimil progressing and doing the upset, I would say, against Lenin. Let's put this on full screen so we see it a bit better. And then we have Pitts against Subnoob, which I'm not sure if this is planned or not, and Hamses against Saladin. So these are the two remaining sets, and ideally we want to see as well the loser bracket progressing, which will happen actually immediately because yeah, this will be placed here, and therefore I think we will have quick progression to the next sets that are essentially the 4 players that we will not see in the first round. So Hanses versus Saladin and Konpitsa versus Samnoob are the ones that we are expecting. Anyway, that's it from my end for today. Ευχαριστώ όλους για όσους ήσασταν μαζί μας. Είμαστε back με Age of Empires 2 και τουρνουά από το Age for Greeks μετά από καιρό. Ελπίζω να είσαστε ψημένοι γιατί μέχρι τα Χριστούγεννα θα έχουμε streams με υλικό από το Age of Empires 2. Προς το παρόν αυτά ήταν όλα για σήμερα. Καλό υπόλοιπο Κυριακής. Καλή εβδομάδα να έχουμε. Είμαι ο Fear Whisperer και είμαστε Age for Greeks. Χαιρετώ. GG's.